Are you ready?
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize. Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is Dog Days of Summer. Dog Days of Summer, you right?
Who's the dog? What is that?
Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his
Belt.
and put it on.
Roll call. A spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget.
A spidget.
Mama's on the couch just picking her nose. It's
White trash Christmas.
Daddy, get the gun for when the reindeer come. Mama said she could get it, we get less wine. Both love hunting 'cause it's so much fun.
It's a white trash Christmas.
I don't know who sings that.
It says Zach.
I'm gonna say one
Tyson.
thing though. Zach Tyson.
Yeah.
If you hadn't heard It's a White Trash Christmas by Zach Tyson, please go Google that. I'm going to tell you, Wally, I'm having flashbacks. It does not seem like 12 months since you played that song on our show.
Man. Good.
Time
Gracious.
just clicking by, man. Welcome to the December 8th edition Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. And as we say every Sunday night, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. You turned it over to Channel 2, and we appreciate it. And it don't matter if you watch it on Facebook Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or tonight, or whatever. We sure appreciate you watching. And make sure you patronize our sponsors. We couldn't do it without them. But, man, the year's just getting faster and faster. We're in full Christmas mode now.
Oh, yeah.
And especially since you've played White Trash Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on. It's
gimme.
on now, man. Have you rode around, and have you and Holly rode around and looked at any Christmas decorations?
I don't need to. I can look out my front door. And it's just
I was about to say, your neighbor, James, man, is the spectacle going on?
good. Gracious.
He's got it going on. Let's see, get that.
Hey, Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. Who we got?
Did you? I knew I should have got that. Lord. Hey, Sports Chat with Neil and Wally.
Am I talking? Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
you know,
looking
I let Wally try to handle the phone one show, and he hits transfer. Unbelievable. What's going on this week, Bulldog?
Wally Lowry, I am very disappointed in you. You try to mess up the telephone, plus you mess up by playing a White Trash Christmas. What am I going to do?
Well, I'm just thinking of you, Bulldog.
Bulldog, you need to Google that and listen to it. It's really good.
I know it. It's been a good week thus far.
Good.
To finish out the week, I mean, we didn't do so well against Carroll in basketball the other day, but there was a good upside to that. I know you saw the video I sent of there was a kid on the Carroll team he's a special needs. He's got Down syndrome, and they let him play the other night. And our boys he was trying to shoot the basketball the other night, and our boys kept throwing it to him in what was a feel-good type moment, and they even both teams made the picture with him at the end of the game.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That is really good. What a nice gesture by the Pike County Bulldogs.
It is. That just goes to show you that that people take sports a lot of times for granted, thinking that anybody that so is not what you would say not like regular people. They don't have a chance to play sports, and you got to make some kind of something like that every now and then. I mean, it not only does it pull on your heartstrings, but it makes it a lot better.
That's right. It sure does. No doubt. What else is going on down there?
Let's talk about this bull crap that I heard Dabo talking about last night. He said that SMU deserved to be in the playoff. You know why he said that? Because he's scared to play Alabama.
No, his mentor. He's not really tied to Saban, is he? I was going to say his mentor Saban is gone now, so he can talk bad about Alabama. But he wasn't around in the Saban era.
No.
So, but I don't know, man. Maybe everybody's got the right to their own opinion. Maybe he's got a lot of respect for Rhett Lashley and the SMU Mustangs.
And how about them? Excuse me, them boys from up there in Huntington, the Marshall Thundering Herd winning their first Sun Belt Conference title last night.
You know, that's good for them. You know, they came over from another conference.
I don't know if y'all happened to watch that ball game last night or not, but if you didn't watch the ball game, there was a graphic on there last night. You know, right after the opening kickoff, they always show the impact players for each team.
Yeah.
Make a guess whose mugshot made it on there last night.
Ian Foster.
Ian Balser.
That is correct. Yes, that he. My daddy said he was watching it, and one guy from Louisiana Lafayette broke a long run on him. Said that he was the one tackled him. Had to run him down he's about 20 yards ahead of him, but he run him down and tackled him.
Yeah, we got a little paragraph in our script to talk about Ian in the middle of this show. We're real proud of him.
I know it. He made having a good week, making the all. Now is the Sun Belt all conference Sun Belt? Is that the same thing as all American or
No.
just for conference purposes?
No, it's just conference purposes only.
Okay. I know he made that. Plus, he was leading the nation in kick returns, and now he gets him a ring as a conference champion. I tell you, that's impressive to finish out a week right there.
Yeah, what's the chances he transfers to Troy just to come home? Because you know
I
Troy.
don't know. I think he's having too much fun because
He may be.
I think little brother's gonna be there with him next year.
Oh, gosh.
They didn't. Neither him nor the ones that's already got offers from Pike County. They didn't sign on early signing day the other day, so
Okay.
I think they're waiting to see if they get more offers.
I got you. Okay. Well, how's the?
What was so crazy that I did see was I was watching the bowl selection thing earlier, and boy, do they got their hands full on December 28th. They're playing the United States Army in the Independence Bowl and having to stop that offense. Woo!
Yeah, you're right. You got that
Yeah,
right.
Army put it on Tulane, buddy.
They sure did.
I know I watched some of that, boy. I'm like, come on. I was wanting Summerall to win it so bad because he had done been in there 2 years with Troy, and then a third year, but been in his first year at Tulane, he was in there. I said, come on now.
Yeah, I tell you the difference maker for Army. I watched some of that game too, and I've watched a couple of their games this year. They got not 2, not 3, not 4. Army's got 5 dudes on that offensive line. They block whoever, wherever, whenever they want to. They
And let's
move
talk about, now,
the
Neil,
line of
I got a
scrimmage.
question for you. Did you watch any of the high school games this past week?
Very little. I was just busy doing some stuff around the construction around the house. We get
If
new
y'all
new
didn't
floors
watch
this
that
week.
one Friday night, y'all missed out on something special. Now that
I
team
did
from
watch-
Parker Hatton
I did
had
watch.
played-
I did
last
watch
time
Parker and
they were in
Saraland.
a championship game was 19. I think it was 1980. And I'm gonna tell you something. They had a guy on their team named Jordan Crawford who's committed to play at Auburn. He's a big dude, number 0. He
Yep.
was back and he was in the backfield all night long.
He was hard to handle. Nobody could handle him, and he had a little. For as big as he was, he moved pretty good.
Yeah, he did. And the thing about it was, my daddy said when he come out, he said, golly, how can they find a jersey to fit something that big?
They didn't. They had it all cut up and taped, and all. It was a mess.
And it was getting more torn. And it
Yeah.
looked like one of them, like some of them old T-shirts, like you cut the sides out
Yeah.
of it and just have it where you can pull
Yeah.
it straight off. But man, I feel bad for Houston Academy. Man, I really do. They had that thing in the bag and lost it.
I know it. Yep.
But if you go back and watch the actual game, though, that they was right on that call when they did that scoop and score. They was right because the man's knee was down. But hey, Cade Mitchell done something crazy. Made set a state record, which you can't beat that the way they had their season.
Yeah, that's right.
I just hope and pray that we'll be setting up wherever it's at next year playing for it.
Could be. Yep.
True
So
enough.
y'all have a
You gonna play?
wonderful show, and I'm gonna start spreading the word around tonight when I talk to some of my friends about the bowl pick'em thing, because I know the first one start on Saturday.
Yeah, we should get it out either tomorrow or Tuesday.
All right, I'm gonna spread it. I'm gonna spread the news around to everybody.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed the Christmas parade the other night, except for the bad part about the part of the Christmas parade I didn't enjoy is that Neil and Wally wasn't in it.
You know, we got, you know, I want to say to everybody watching, we took a year off, and I was blown away at the comments and the people that have seen me at Walmart and at restaurants that said how they missed me and Wally in the parade. So we'll be back. We'll be back. But it makes me feel good that they noticed we weren't in it.
Yeah.
I even had some people. I went in Crows down here in Brothers the other day and got me some of that good old chicken Friday.
Yes, sir.
Before the Parker game Friday night. And I'm gonna tell you something. I had some people in there that was out of Troy that saw me driving y'all's golf cart the parade last year.
Yeah.
And they was upset that I told them, I said, well, the people I drove for, they were going to take the year off and not be in the parade, so I decided I wouldn't be in it neither.
There you go. Well, you can be in it with us next year.
Oh, I'll be there, trust me. Unless we're practicing for a state championship, then I might not be there.
Okay, well, that's the deal. That's the deal. We're not going to
That's
hold you
it.
to it then if that's the deal. Thank you for calling, Bulldog.
Y'all, you're welcome, and y'all have a good show. And Wally, I'm gonna go ahead and say this: since they're giving us a rematch in the bowl game, we need to go out and just embarrass Michigan.
Yeah, I say that.
You know, they
And go and
it ain't going to be like the
and
Sugar
let's
Bowl about
hope
10
that-
years ago
and
when
I-
Utah
and I'm
whipped
gonna-
them
And
up.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a bold one on this. I like Texas by 3 touchdowns.
Woo, okay. All right, hold
So
on now.
y'all have a good show, and Neil, if Wally gets out of line, do him like Macaulay Culkin does in Home Alone, hit him upside the head with a paint can.
Paint can. He's already hit transfer. We almost didn't get to talk to you.
Yeah.
Well, y'all have a good show.
See you,
and
bud.
All
roll
right.
Tide, and I'll talk to y'all next week or whenever y'all have a show again.
All right, bud.
All right,
Take care.
man. Thank you.
Bulldog Johnny.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, go back to where we were, man. So
James.
James has got the Christmas lights and is it as big a display as it was last year? Are lots of people coming to see it like they
Yeah,
always
there's
have?
a lot of people. That's why I was late to show. I couldn't get out of
Traffic.
couldn't get out of the driveway because people come.
Put it on the station.
Yeah, and I had to tell the guy. I said, "Hey, I got to go to a show. You mind moving? Because they'll come park in my driveway
Yeah.
to watch it." But nah, it's good. He adds something new every year, man.
That's neat.
Have you seen it yet?
That's not this year. I'm seeing it every year, but I hadn't been this year. But well, I said last week, you might remember, was college football any good yesterday? Man, well, college football was so good that I can repeat that again because it was good again. What a day of good football we had yesterday. All conference championship games were yesterday, and they did not disappoint, man. So entertaining. I was locked in all day.
Yeah, two pretty good weekends of college football back to back. Rivalry weekend followed by the conference championship, and here is a rundown of those conference championship, Neil. Let's start off with the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
Marshall beat Louisiana.
And shout out, and Bulldogs already stole my thunder, but I wanted to give a shout out to Ian Foster right there on returning all those kicks all year and leading the country in kick return yards.
Unbelievable.
For Marshall.
Marco's Pizza Player of the Week.
He got a couple.
times.
He got a couple of them. Yeah.
SEC, Georgia beats Texas.
And I'm gonna tell you, how hard is it for two really good teams for one of them to beat the other one twice? So pat Georgia on the back.
And it's possible they could play a third time too.
Could.
Yeah. Oregon beats Penn State. Everybody had Penn State saying they were going to win that game.
Oregon just keeps winning. Hey, good story about Penn State. You ready?
Yeah, what store? Eddie Billings?
No,
Okay.
not Eddie. I heard this on a sports talk show. Before the Ohio State game that they lost last week, Penn State had hired a company to come in and redo all the turf, take up all the natural grass. They're getting all turf, everything, new lights, new turf, new stadium foundation, all this kind of stuff. They were supposed to come in this week. They had to call off the dogs when Ohio State lost and say, hey, we ordered it too quick. We got more games to play. We got a conference. We got to play. We're going to be hosting a playoff game. So that's how. They thought they were out. They thought they were out.
Unbelievable. All right, Clemson beats SMU. Great game.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. Dabo has still got a bunch of 5-star players, Wally. He's still got a bunch of 5. Don't mess up, and they done messed up and let them in now. There's a lot of talent on that team. They could wreck the 12-team playoff, beating some high seed early in the bracket. Be careful.
Yeah,
be careful
very
with
careful.
Clemson.
Arizona State beats Iowa State in
Yep.
the Big 12.
Yep.
And they did it without their number one wide receiver.
They did.
Almost in the nation. Mountain West, Boise State beats UNLV.
And the whole country finally got to see Mr. Gentry run the football.
He pretty good, buddy.
And he has got to get some serious talk for the Heisman to rival Colorado's Travis Hunter after everybody finally got to see him this week.
Conference USA, Jack State beats Western Kentucky.
What a job Rich Rod has done, man.
I think he's gone, man. I
Do
think
you?
so. I
He's
think
going.
so.
So does he parlay this being back to a big time coach, winning Conference USA?
I wonder if he goes back to West Virginia. That's where he came from.
West Virginia's open. I saw where Scott Frost is headed to UCF. I was about to say he might go to UCF. Florida International's looking. Anyway, yeah.
And then the big one, Army just beat down on Tulane.
They did. I want to congratulate John Summerall, though. On
Yeah.
What a great season being a first year at Tulane, Wally. What a good year. And I watched as much of those games as I could all day. I did do a few little tasks around the house, but mostly it was all about watching those conference championships.
Did you watch
games.
the MAC championship? Ohio beating Miami of Ohio.
No, I didn't watch that one, Wally. I didn't watch that one, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of all those conferences that we just mentioned,
Yeah.
and I watch a lot of MAC on Tuesdays when it's in November.
They play on Tuesday now.
Nobody goes those games, man. Nobody goes those games for nothing.
There might be 100 or 200 on each side.
Man.
Yeah, I was locked in. I watched them championship games all day.
Okay, well now it's time to talk about the 12 teams that are in the new playoff system.
Yeah.
And maybe I should say we need to talk about Alabama getting left out.
Well, which one you want to talk about? The 12 teams in or Alabama getting left out?
Well, you know, hey, I'll say this.
Here's the 12 that are in.
Okay, before
Thank you, Nate.
Before we do that, I'm gonna tell you this.
All right.
When you have to compare Alabama up against SMU, your program is gone downhill. When it used to be Alabama compared to Ohio State trying to get in, or Michigan or Georgia, SMU.
Yeah.
We're trying to battle SMU. Unbelievable.
Well, maybe SMU just had a really, really good year, man.
Okay, all right. Well, what's the show the teams again?
So put them up there again. There you go. Tennessee, Ohio State, Clemson, Texas, Indiana, Notre Dame, SMU, Penn State, Georgia and Boise get a bye, Oregon and Arizona State get a bye. So,
Boise State gets a bye.
yeah.
Who you like out of that, man?
Well,
I mean, be honest with
Texas and Georgia. I mean, yeah.
you. But here's the kicker. So you're saying that the committee, educated committee,
Yeah.
is saying that Boise State and SMU and Indiana are better than Alabama. You're saying that.
No, I don't believe that's what they're telling you, Wally. In fact, you and I both know. And everybody watching knows. If Alabama played either one of those three teams you just named, SMU, Indiana, and Boise State, Alabama would be favored heavily by the wise guys out in Las Vegas. So what the committee told everybody was, these selections that they just put in are the most deserving teams. They're the most deserving teams. They're not telling you that the SMU, Boise State, and Indiana are better than Alabama. They're telling you they're more deserving. Not the most competitive teams, not the best 12 teams. They selected the 12 most deserving teams.
Unbelievable. So NCAA pretty much selected the playoff committee out of the prettiest and most deserving. Here, have a trophy. That's what we've gotten.
That's what it looks like. Those pretty 11-1s. Those pretty 10-2s. Those that had the 3 out there just didn't get in.
Heck, even Miami, if they had got in, would have smashed those 3 teams.
Probably.
You just thought.
Maybe so, yeah.
So that's what we've known.
Two things jump off the screen to me. The committee was not heavily SEC affiliated committee. They just weren't an SEC affiliated committee. I'm talking about deep personal ties. The head of the commission was the Michigan athletic director, Big Ten commission. Okay, because Wally, South Carolina would be favored over those teams too, just like Alabama would. It is what it is. The DNA of the committee showed that we know what their DNA was this year, and now we have 12 teams. They were looking for pretty schedules and deserving.
I tell you who's going to be wanting some DNA are those dang advertisers when they can't sell the advertising for Indiana and whoever.
SMU.
I mean, buddy, you got to believe that those folks are like the TV companies. Like, can you believe this?
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. But I just really believe, Neil, that the committee just couldn't get out of their heads the Oklahoma beatdown of Bama. I mean,
That one was ugly. I think you're right on that. But hey, the cannibalism in the SEC was for real this year. I tell you, I bet the NCAA takes a good look at the 12-team playoff rule that allows 4 big conference champions to get the automatic in. I mean, this year, that automatic in brought out a phrase. You ready for this new phrase? Yeah. You shouldn't penalize a team for losing a conference championship game. Wait a minute. What? You had to come up with that phrase because of your 12-team playoff? That's a real game. The SEC championship is a real game. The Pac-10, the Mountain West championship is a real game. The Big 12, the Big 10, those championship games are real games. You got to penalize them if they lose. You can't come out with a new phrase, you shouldn't penalize a team for losing a conference championship game. No, yes, you should. Yes, you should. That's a game. Look at Clemson. They won the ACC championship game with 3 losses. The committee's hands were tied. They had to make room for Clemson, Wally. They had to include Clemson. They're going to change that, I bet you.
Yeah, I mean, changing that rule automatically gets in by winning the conference championship. It's got to change. I mean, and Neil, just as we ran down the college football conference champions, let's run down the Alabama High School Athletic Association champion. We'll talk a little more later.
Yeah.
Let's run these down. Hey, Thompson beat Central Phoenix City. Low scoring game. Whoa. 6A Parker beats Saraland. 5A Catholic beats Moody, which is part of our region here in Troy.
Yep.
4A Jackson just murdered Cherokee County. I mean, good gracious, funny and remotely funny. 3A Mars Hill Bible beats Houston Academy. 2A Reeltown beats Tuscaloosa Academy. And then 1A Wadley beats Maplesville.
You know, Wally, I thought with the talent in our television coverage area this year, and some of the dominant football you and I witnessed with our own eyes, the only team that cashed a state championship was Catholic. And they're not really in our TV viewing area, but Charles Henderson was in their region, so it kind of connects us to them a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, Neil just pound for pound, Catholic got it done. I mean, I'm sure the Alabama High School Athletic Association, they'll bump them up to 6A soon with that win. But you're right. Think about Neil Elba.
Yep.
Highland Home, Cottonwood, Houston Academy, and Enterprise all seem to have the talent to grade up to a state championship year, and they all fell short, even though they had spectacular years, man.
And some were closer than others, but those teams you named, Wally, were just loaded.
Oh yeah,
Loaded, man. And hey, let's do something fun. Let's look forward real fast at some of the high school teams to look out for next year. Laverne, GW Long, Ayrton in 2A. I think Goshen, Pike Lib, and Highland Home, and Zion Chapel have rebuilding years in 2A. But look out for Laverne, GW Long, and Ayrton. That's 2A. Watch out for Pike County in 4A. They played a ton of young kids this year. Every time I interview Coach Hertz, he talked about 8th and 9th graders getting the start. Watch out for Pike County in 4A. They're going to grow up a lot this year. I don't think Charles Henderson makes a bunch of noise next year, but they could have a solid year. And a lot will hinge on the hiring of whoever they hire as as the next head coach. But Elba will slide a bit in 1A. They just graduate too much talent this year, Wally. Elba does. But Brantley's going to have a new coach. They could open some eyes in 1A this year with a nice set of kids they got returning. Watch out for Brantley. And but it's just too early to tell. But fun to speculate. Fun to speculate right there.
I mean, look, you already talking about next year's football, man.
I love it, man.
And we have just now started high school basketball. Good grief.
I know it.
And we still got softball and baseball to go.
I know. And I'll be talking about football.
Unbelievable.
During softball and baseball.
But
too.
listen, folks, we do have a great show tonight. Neil's going to read our commercial sponsors, and then we're going to take a commercial break and come back and knock some of this out.
The Old Barn in Goshen, The Market, Hooks Barbecue, Mays Distribution, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, Mama Goldberg's, the UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severa, Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Town and Country Flooring, Bill Jackson, Ford and Chevy, David Adams Realty, PLS Surveying, Southern Alabama Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, The Corner Restaurant, Max Federal Credit Union, Stone Cold Heating with Mr. Matt Johnson, Sorrell College of Business, The Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Alabama Restoration, Double H Ornamental, they're going to get me this week, I think, Capital Tractor. We'll be right back.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're going to run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies, cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right? Yes, sir. I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brother Street. UPS store, all your printing needs.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wally, you got enough sweet. He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put this stuff back.
Man, some good stuff, man.
Please come to Glow on the square. Shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all. Hey, Wally. What in the world? You got all these fans in the window, man.
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins. It about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And
These fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration, no mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
Oh, man, that thing's hot now. I can tell you. They serve hot, steamed sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. Hey, they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steam sandwich, Wally. I can tell you. Troy, Alabama. Come see them. Look at all these waves. This is a beautiful day in the
Hi, guys. Hey, how are you? Hey, where did y'all get those shirts?
Oh, they shirts right here?
Yeah.
Oh, they want to wear the shirt. Oh, shit. Deep Man Horn. Yes, these are Deep South Apparel shirts from Deep Man Horn in Montgomery. All of your t-shirts and apparel, they can print anything. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel, Montgomery, Alabama. Hey, Wally, what's going on, man? You selling your house?
Selling my house, Neil.
Man, you got to hire professional realtors when you sell it. Wally, you don't even have sales spelled right.
Oh, yeah, sounds right.
Correct that. You need to call David Adams Realty for all your selling, your buying, even your rental efforts. 566-3000. Give them a call at David Adams Realty. Oh, Lord. Not that sale. Oh, call David Adams Realty, folks.
Who sings that?
So I don't know. That's awful, isn't it?
That could be the worst.
I
Rudolph the Red-Nosed.
went to YouTube and put in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and that's what came up.
That
That has got to
pretty
be
brutal.
the worst rendition.
Sound like Taylor Swift.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, do you know that her 2-year-long Eras tour is coming to an end this weekend?
Isn't she pregnant?
I hadn't heard that. But she's ending up in Calgary,
Okay.
up in Canada.
Hey, and Nico McBride, who's the drummer for Iron Maiden, who's Dave Bush's big fan of Iron Maiden like I am. Saw him on TV last night.
Okay.
But he retired because he has carpal tunnel syndrome.
So no more drumming.
No more drumming for Nico McBride, one of the best drummers in heavy metal.
They said Taylor Swift, the Eras tour, is the most money grossing tour ever in the history of any tour.
Sure, she's living check to check.
She don't know how she's gonna get gas in her vehicle. Woo. Anyway, they said she helped the economy in certain cities that she went to.
Did she?
Is that pen ever going to work again?
It probably won't.
We ain't got but one or two up here. You just destroyed that one. Hey, it's time for the Facebook funnies. Dear Southwest Airlines, we don't care if one way is $49, the other way is $600.
Yep.
All I see is Southwest, $49 one way. I say everywhere. This is so right. This is so right. The furniture that my grandmother left me, the furniture I'm going to leave my grandkids. No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt with
it.
that one right there. Me in my 20s, I'm never going to turn into my dad. Me in my 30s, who left all these lights on? You think I'm made out of money?
Yep.
Exactly.
Sounds like my dad, man. Speaking of
Exactly.
my dad, he had a birthday this week.
Happy
Dad
birthday,
did.
Mr. Mack.
Turned 21. He
Okay.
legally can drink now.
Good. Wasn't nobody going to question him if he wanted to drink.
Nah.
Happy
Okay.
birthday, Mr. Mack. I know you and Miss Jerry probably watching.
Yep, I'm sure they are.
Good deal.
But
Let's start out. We got a sports show to do.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
tore Penn up. We played a terrible rendition of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. My gosh. I was pressed for time and I just clicked to play that one.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, let's start this segment with the fact that Charles Henderson has yet to fill their head coaching job. Last week I asked you, Wally, did you think they would wait till after the Christmas/New Year's break? And you said probably. You still feel that way?
yeah, but something tells me that now they should have had already somebody in there. I mean, you think about it, but I don't know, Neil. Maybe they are waiting after Christmas break. That's the only thing I can think of.
All right, well, we'll keep waiting it out. Nothing's leaked.
Yeah.
Heard some names that might apply, but don't want to start any speculations. But Houston Academy was our only team still alive for a state championship, and they fell in the 3A division to Mars Hill Bible 50-43. And in that game, Wally, it was a wild fourth quarter. Check this out. In the fourth quarter, both teams totaled 49 points. Just in the fourth quarter.
Good gracious.
For Houston Academy, quarterback Caden Mitchell threw 4 touchdowns, completed 76% of his passes, going 19 of 25, while adding a team-high 45 yards rushing on 12 carries in that 3A title game. But the Raiders could not contain Mars Hill Bible's powerful wing T offense, which, you ready for this? Y'all ready for this one? You ready? Totaled 445 yards, 6 touchdowns with running backs Hudson Higgins, the game's MVP, earning 200 yards and 3 touchdowns on 23 carries. Caden Chandler picked up 172 yards on another 23 carries. Have you ever
Man, Neil Armstrong,
in
that's
a
a
state
bunch.
championship game?
That's a bunch of offense for one team in one game.
Woo.
Mars Hill was just a little too much, Houston Academy, but congratulations on a great year for the Raiders, who's coached by Charles Henderson graduate, Kenny Keith.
That's right.
Who
That's right.
played in the 1980 state championship team for the Trojans. I bet he getting closer to retirement.
I bet he is too. He come this close to winning a 3A title. You reckon he's gonna call it quits? He's 7 years older than us, so he's pushing 60 or is 60. Kenny Keith. He's got his years in the state of Alabama retirement system. I just bet you he's getting close. I bet you're right.
Man, I saw those posts the Coach Hogan
Coach
put
Hogan
on
put on
the,
there.
on
Yeah.
the.
He was in there. He was on that team. Kenny Keith, the head coach of the Houston Academy.
You know, I
Raiders.
meant to ask Coach Hogan why they didn't have the coaches in that photo.
I don't know. That would have been a good question. He'd tell you. He'd tell you.
Man, yeah, Coach has to
He'll
let us
probably
know.
text. He usually watches the show. He may
Yeah.
send us a text.
Yeah, ask us why, because I wanted to see Coach
They
Hogan
probably
in his
just
tube socks.
They probably they probably just did 2 photos, one with the kids and then another one with coaches, and that photo just kind of hung around
You know, that photo was taken on on the home side.
at the old stadium.
Old stadium.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, hey, Enterprise had several kids sign this week, Wally. Let's just run them down.
Okay.
Let's run them down. We'll start with Tamoris Green. He signs with Alabama State. There he is right there with Alabama State. And Zion Grady, former Charles Anderson player who transferred to Enterprise, signs with Ohio State. That's Zion Grady. There he is right there. And Eric Winters signed with Auburn. And he's headed to Auburn. And Andrew Purcell signed with Kentucky. Now, a while ago you said Enterprise was one of the schools that had a lot of talent that we thought might make a push. I mean, all them guys going major D1.
Major D1s, exactly.
Right there, yeah.
Over at Zion Chapel, they had a football player get offered. Jackson Dowdy picked up an offer from Hiram. Is that up in Kentucky or?
We said where that was when Coy Bell got an offer from Hiram. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember Chip Wallace texted us and told us where it was.
Yeah, maybe it is
But
there.
anyway, he got an offer, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah. And jumping back over to Enterprise real quick, Jaden Britton signs to play volleyball with LBW. So nice job, Jaden.
There you go. Hey, and not signing, but and not an offer, but even better. Former Pike Little Arts kicker Scott Taylor Renfro, who now kicks for Troy University, was named Sunbelt Player of the Week. And man, I saw his kick, that 50-yarder.
Yeah.
He nailed. You know, I bet Scott Taylor makes a run in NFL.
He
I mean,
better.
I bet he does.
Yeah, yeah.
Bet he does.
Yeah, now think about all the running backs and all the wide receivers and all the quarterbacks and all the linebackers and all the free safeties and all the defensive ends that were eligible for Player of the Week last week. Mm-hmm. And Scott Taylor Renfro, the kicker from Troy, who happens to be a local kid, gets Sunbelt Player of the Week. That's a big honor.
Big honor, man.
That's a big honor, man. But and Bulldog Johnny's already stole our thunder, but here it goes. Pike County's Ian Foster leads the nation at Marshall for kick return yardage, Wally. And how in the world did Troy let him get out of Pike County and go all the way up to Marshall? I'll never know. But we talked about maybe he gets a little homesick and comes back to Troy and transfers. But we'll see. We'll see. And I know we already told y'all who won the state championships, but we still need to run the scores, don't we?
Yeah, you want to run them before the commercial or do it and then run a commercial break? What do you think, Nate?
Let's take a break. We'll come back and run those state championship scores. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Jason, how you doing, man? Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, this is like the Snuffleupagus. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002. Hey, Wally, what you got us out here in this field for?
Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat.
A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What?
Got it on Facebook.
Facebook?
Yes, sir.
The USS Alabama?
Yes, I got to get some insurance.
Well, you're going to need to call the Grease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy?
You got a trailer, don't you?
I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call Crease Agency for all your insurance needs. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally. But then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot? Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with 50?
Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man,
man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-boned me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can
Please,
have it.
Mr. Martin.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts? Look at this, what we got, Sully.
What are you doing, Wally?
Man, Game Warden gave me a ticket, Bill.
Game Warden gave you a ticket. Are you hunting on the right property?
Well, I thought this was my property right here, man.
Do you know where the lines are?
Not really.
Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS group, 403-4234. Give them a call.
Do I get a get out of jail free card?
No, you don't get a get out of jail free card. Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down.
Yeah, cruising right along, man. Just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hook's Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
you smell
Hook?
it? Hook's.
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on. Good Lord, Wally, what in the world? Hooks, baby. Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious.
Man, what are you doing up here at the market? Are you trying to feed the whole family?
Feed the whole family.
Well, do they got spaghetti?
They got spaghetti, bacon with ham.
Do they have poppy seed chicken?
They got poppy seed chicken right here.
Is that a bag of Ritz crackers on top of the poppy seed chicken?
It is, Bill, and got some rolls.
Got the roll? What about to drink?
Oh, got that bottle of Francesca wine.
Moscato and rosé? What if you wanted a cold beer?
Well,
They got that too?
We got that too, Bill.
What about a little dessert? Wait a minute, is this camp stew? Are you kidding me?
Everything.
Is this a fresh salad? A fresh turkey salad and a fresh chicken salad? Got side salads too? Everything you could ever imagine. Just grab it, go home, warm it up for the family. Easy peasy. Everybody eats good. Visit the market on the square in Troy.
Snowman was a jolly, happy soul.
It's better than Rudolph, what you had.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Pipe and a
No
button
doubt.
nose and two eyes made out of coal.
That's the classic right there.
Yeah.
Frosty the snow.
No man.
You know, next week, I
Is
need
that
to-
Frank Sinatra, by the way?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Better than what
Oh
you had.
yeah, I don't know who that was. I played.
Next week, you want me to sing "Oh Holy Night"?
Oh my
I got
goodness.
Got it recorded.
Please save that. Just save. You got the recording of when you sang it?
Well, when I sing it.
Okay, just hold it. Yeah, we'll do
Yeah,
that.
we'll do that.
Maybe the 22nd. We might pull that out.
Yeah, let's do it 22nd or closeout show.
Close out for the year. Yeah.
Cause they can't, Pakistan can't get onto us for a song like that.
Not the one you sang.
Nah.
No. Hey, the state championship scores. Wadley 37, Maplesville 7, not even close. Reeltown 49, Tuscaloosa Academy 13, not even close. Mars Hill 50, Houston Academy 43, good game. 49 points in the fourth quarter in that one. Whew. Jackson 69, Cherokee County 6, just 3 out of the 4 on my side were just lopsided.
Yeah,
Wally.
my side was a good one.
Yeah.
Catholic 17, Moody 14. That was close. Parker 28, Saraland 17.
Good, I
That
watched
was a
that
great
one.
game.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the first night's Thompson 21, Central Phoenix City 7.
Yeah. Did you kind of think Central Phoenix City might get it done? I did.
Um,
I did.
Yes.
I did. Thompson gets it done right there. Hey, who won the Steel Wally's pizza contest this week?
Well, we already pulled it, and it was a tie. We had a lot of people. I tell you what killed a lot of folks, the Saraland game.
Yeah.
Really, because everybody thought Saraland was going to win. But Justin Davis and Philip East both went 6-1. They went over.
That's why you were pulling names.
Yeah,
Okay.
pulled names, but Philip East, he wins our large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza in Troy. If you want a chance to win the games, always post on Facebook, and we'll do them a few more.
Throw in some basketball games too.
every now and then, just to spruce some things up. But anyway, congratulations, Philip East.
Yeah, Phillips. He always plays.
He always plays
For years and years. He always a picker. So we appreciate Philip being a picker. And hey, a little high school basketball. How about that?
Yeah.
Dale County beats Northside 61-45. Junior Smith earned a double-double of 28 points and 13 rebounds to lead Dale County over Northside Methodist. Junior Smith is some type of athlete for Dale County, boy.
You ever do a double-double?
Never did a double-double.
I've eaten a double-double hamburger before, but I see it. All right, Wicksburg 53, Daleville 48. Jamian Ward had 19 points. And Grant Calhoun and Cooper Morrison added 12 and 11 points for Wicksburg. Daleville was led by Javon McLeod and Isaac Testerman with 20 and 15 points respectively.
Enterprise 74, New Brockton 45. Ooh, that wasn't even close, was it?
What is an Enterprise playing New Brockton?
You know, I guess
7A versus 1A.
I guess because just the proximity, they're neighbors.
Maybe so.
You know, like what is it, 4 or 5 miles apart right
Yeah.
there? That's all I can think. But yeah, 74-45. Eric Winters, the Auburn University signing in football, Eric Winters, scored a game high 16 points and also earned 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists. And he was there on senior night. Enterprise already had senior night.
Senior night already?
I thought that was like usually in
February.
late January, early February. Yeah. Oh well, for senior night down in Enterprise.
Okay, Pike County falls to Carroll, 71-31.
That's what Bulldog was referencing.
Yeah, and Michael Culver had 14 points and 6 rebounds, and Devon Pruitt had a double-double for 13 points and 11
There's another
rebounds.
double-double.
Yep,
Not a double cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger. Rebounds, the lead. Has there ever been a triple-triple?
Yeah.
Also for Carroll, Alex.
no.
Oh, it's not?
Nobody scored 100 points.
Well, I thought LeBron Barron did one time.
LeBron James.
LeBron James, yeah.
Not a triple-triple.
Oh, I thought he had triple. Okay, Alex McClendon had 10 points and 4 rebounds, and Desmond Pruitt had 9 points and 10 rebounds. Khalil, I can never do Khalil's name. Khalil Foster led Pike County with 9 points.
Yeah. Khalil's, I would go ahead and put it, that's Ian's little
Little
brother.
brother, yeah.
And he's the one that had all those interceptions for Pike County this year. Charles Henderson fell to Auburn Friday night, 46-37. Cameron Christian led the way for Charles Henderson with 17 points. Early in the week, Charles Henderson beat Barber County 64-38. Cam Christian and Cody Cross both had 14 points, while Tyler Cross, the other Cross brother, had 10 for Charles Henderson. Javaris Peterson led Barber County with 12 points.
Yeah, and Zion Chapel fell to GW Long 62-42. Cameron Richards had 13 points. And Connor Baker 11 to lead GW Long. Joseph Laguerre led Zion Chapel with 10 points. Earlier this week, though, Zion Chapel also fell to Kinston 52-49. For Zion Chapel versus Kinston, Joseph Laguerre scored 17 and Brody Stinson 11. Zion Chapel got a win earlier the week over Sampson, 71-61 for Zion Chapel versus Sampson game. Joseph Laguerre scored 24 to lead Zion Chapel, and Brody Stinson followed with 21 points.
Yeah. Pike Liberal Arts beats Ayrton 40-35. Jackson Mitchell had 19 points. Chase DeBoer and Sawyer Keck had 8 points each for Pike Lib. Connor Davidson had 11 points. Easton Kilpatrick had 8 for Ayrton. Pike Liberal Arts also knocked off Dale County this week 57-55 in an overtime game. In that game, Jackson Mitchell scored 18 points leading the Patriots, while Sawyer Keck contributed 12. Pike Liberal Arts did drop a game this week, though, Wally, to McKenzie, 43-37. Sawyer Keck led the Patriots versus McKenzie with 16 points.
Ooh.
Mr. Jackson Mitchell with 19 points versus Ayrton and 18 versus Dale County. This week, you are our Marco's Pizza Player of the Week. You win a large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza. That's a big week, brother. You contributed heavily to those 2 wins for Pike Lib. Keep hooping, brother.
Yes, sir.
And some not oddball, but just off-the-wall scores for basketball this week. Headland 70, Geneva County 42, Slocum 52, GW Long 50. That was a close one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wicksburg 56, Sampson 47, Rehoboth 50, Ashford 39, Ayrton 56, Geneva County 38.
Barber County 57, Goshen 25. Wow. Whew. McKenzie 55, Opp 47, Opelika 62, Dothan 56, Ashford 47, Cottonwood 42, Sampson 48, Zion Chapel 33, And Brantley 62, Goshen 35.
You know, Goshen struggled mightily in basketball last year, and from looking at the Barber County score and the Brantley score, I don't know that they're going to be much better this year, Wally. Maybe they can get it together and get on a roll.
Yeah.
Hey, we're up against another break. We'll be right back.
I've been using Double H Ornamental for all my weed spraying and all my pesticides, and you can see the difference between a yard that's got this in it and a yard that doesn't have anything in it. Wally, what are you doing with that tank spray? Man, what are you spilled all the chemicals everywhere. Good Lord, chemicals are everywhere, man. You got a backpack sprayer and now you done hurt your back?
Well, I tried to use that thing, but it's all broke.
The sprayer's broke?
Broke.
Double H Ornamental. You see this pretty grass? Give them a call. 472-4907. Double H Ornamental. Put this in your yard. Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to build my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me. Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly's, 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wiggly's in Troy, Alabama.
Dadgummit, man.
What's going on, Wally? What's wrong with that thing?
Oh, Neil, Dad, my gum, man. I can't cut grass. I can't have nothing anymore.
Is it broke? I mean,
I don't know.
What I chopped it all up over there.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. What I should have done was called Blake Turner with Turner Mowing at 334-465-0600, and I wouldn't be in this predicament
Look
right
at
here.
this. Best rates in town. Call Blake Turner. He'll give you a low quote. He'll give you the best job. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neil, my air conditioner went out last night, and I tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green eggs. Wally.
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
That's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. Get you a big green egg, because I'm going to get me one.
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus way. We didn't get any music.
We were sitting here gossiping.
And we got the gossiping off air and forgot to get some music ready.
Guys do gossip, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's usually about sports. Something about sports. But hey, it's time for our Dogs of the Week. Now, we really ain't got nothing to pick. Bowl game's coming up. But last week, we both took it on the chin, Wally. I had Iowa State plus 3.5, and they got killed by Arizona State. So that one lost for me. I had a decent year. That makes me 9-6 on the year picking the dogs. So I was way above 500. You had Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers, plus 3.5 versus Jacksonville State and the Rich Rod Gamecocks. They got blown out, and you lost that one. So you're 5-10 on the year. Wally,
we got next week.
That's pretty putrid. 5-10 now. And
we can wrap it up.
Yeah, let's just wrap that up, man. The bowls. I mean,
let's go 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks.
So let's go 2 more weeks.
All right. So next Sunday we'll pick dogs. Because I ain't picked none this week. You didn't either.
Well, we can do it.
Okay, we'll see.
For the bowl.
I was going to put a wrap on our dogs, but he wants to go one more.
Yeah, let's go one more, man. I can't close out the year 5-10.
What if you go 5-11? Or 5 and 12. You want to go 2 more weeks?
2 more weeks, folks. We can do it.
Come on, man. I got a pretty good record going right there now, and you're going to mess me up. I know I'll lose it, man. 9 and 6 on the year.
That's pretty good, man.
But anyway, hey, let's get our last commercial break out of the way.
Yeah, let's do it, and then we'll come talk
We got
basketball.
one more commercial break. We got to squeeze in, and we're going to come back and finish up. Hang in there. We're almost
Kentucky
done.
win last night?
Yes. We'll be right back.
Man, this is a sharp side-by-side out here at Capital Tractor. All your side-by-side got zero-turn mowers. Hey, you know that thing will do a 360? Oh, I heard that. 360 turn, zero-turn mowers. Capital Tractor. If you're in the market for a little bitty tractor or a stand-up little bitty tractor, they got those too. Anything you need, Capital Tractor, halfway between Brundage and Troy. And if you're in the market for a big boy tractor, they got those too. Neil, girls like a sexy tractor.
Thinks my tractor's sexy. It really turns her on.
What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort? I'm about to circumcise this dog. Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spade and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give them a call, Southern Animal Pet and Hospital Resort. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Put it in reverse. I need a mechanic. Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke? I watched a YouTube video. Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mart where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry, Wally. 566-3413, Road Mart, 231 North in Troy. Man, what are you doing out here? Where have you been? They called the law, man. They said somebody was out here. What in the world's going on?
I'm just here waiting for them to open up to eat one of these award-winning steaks and cheese biscuits and stuff.
Well, the law's on the way.
What?
It was some suspicious activity. They don't open till 4 o'clock on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and they open for lunch after church on Sunday. One of the best meals you can get after church, too, I promise you. We got to get out of here. The law's on the way.
Let's go.
But you come to the old barn for those fresh cheese biscuits. Gum, I'm about to starve. Neil told me to meet him at the corner. He must be bringing potted meat and cheese. Menu on this thing, man. I'm going with the pimento cheeseburger, brother. You are? I'm going with the bougie burger. Or how about the 3-notch wing basket? Well, hey, I'm changing my mind. I'm going with the Trojan burger, brother. How about the loaded house fries for an appetizer? Woo! Man, I don't know what I'm going to get. And I heard that the buns on all the burgers are special. You gotta give them a try. Meet us at the corner for lunch.
Welcome back. We're only going to have, I don't know what, 2 or 3, maybe a little over 2 minutes left in the show, but let's jump into some college basketball. You want to?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Hey, we'll start with the Auburn Tigers. Auburn is 8-1 out the gate this year overall. They fell to Duke this week, 84-78 in the ACC versus the SEC Challenge. But Auburn's ranked number 2 in the country. And, hey, they got a big one coming up this week. December the 14th is when they play again. They play in another challenge. They play the Ohio State Buckeyes. You know, when I was in high school and in college, the Ohio State Buckeyes were good in basketball. It's been a long time since they've been good.
It's been a while.
But Auburn plays Ohio State on December the 14th.
Well, buddy, Alabama's off to a good start, brother. They are 7-2 overall.
They are.
They lost this week to Oregon, 81-83, but they beat, check this out, North Carolina, 94-79, just a beat down.
They lashed.
They play Creighton and Tuscaloosa on December the 14th.
They don't play Creighton. They play Creighton.
Creighton, it's not Creighton.
It's not Creighton. Creighton.
It's C-R-E-I, Creighton.
Spell it again so everybody can hear it.
C-R-E-I-G-H, Creighton.
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 Where'd you get Creighton from?
Man, I guarantee you somebody that lives in Creighton they ask where you from, they say Creighton, Ohio, or wherever it is. Where is it? You don't even know where it is.
I don't even think there's a city named Creighton. I think that's just the name of the university. We ain't got time to Google. We're running short on time here.
I guarantee it's in Ohio.
Troy basketball, they're off to a decent start. They're 5-3. They only played once this week, but they beat Eastern Kentucky 84-74, and Troy is back in action tomorrow night versus top-ranked.
He's talking
one of the top 10 teams, the Houston Cougars. Troy goes to play the Houston Cougars in basketball. We're down to just a few seconds, but
check them out.
First round upsets. Indiana beat Notre Dame, SMU beating Penn State, or Tennessee beating Ohio State?
Tennessee, baby.
See ya.